Ladies and gentlemen, let's play this game. Let's do this. Let's finish this. Dark Demon, I'm gonna end your face. So this is pretty straightforward. You pick a head, and then you attack him with it. That's it. And this is the wall. It'll come down on you. You really don't have a lot of chances, a lot of space to move. You have to be small head. There is one spot that facilitates normal-sized heady, but it rarely shows up. I wouldn't really depend on it. If you do, you're dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. As the small head, as you can see, I can pretty much dodge everything this guy has to throw at me, which is good, because I don't really care for being hit. Some would consider this to be the wuss's way out, and I'd agree with them. Too bad. This is a hard boss. You want to see the end of this LP, don't you? Oh! Bad! That was horrible. Sometimes you'll get caught in a space where you really don't have time to get to safety, which is bad. Very bad. And it happened to me. So now you know I'm not a liar. Normally this attack is only stoppable by the hammerhead, but if you're tiny, you can just hide under his cloak. See? Bigger isn't always better. Give some respect to the little guy. If I can keep this up, things should go rather well. We're about tied. You can see the score on the top left and right sides of the screen. So far we're at about equal. There's no mini-head this time, so I'll take the hammerhead and get raped. That's fine. I've never been really good at that part. If you manage to defeat all of those things, however, you get a secret bonus point. Once again, good luck. And that was awesome. Very well done. Can I make it? Yes, I can. Alright. See, I'm still in the game. I'm doing a lot better than a certain guest commentator from my last video. That was totally him, by the way. Except no substitutes. Yeah, he shoots minions at me. Probably one of his easier attacks to deal with, even though I'm taking mad damage. It's bad. One more hit, and I think I'm dead. And I almost ran into him. Voyager, you are a card. Again, no option for the mini-head. Oh! Woo! Okay, good. I'm still in the game. We're pretty close. This is almost the end. All parts of me are clenching. Woo! Okay, he's at one hit as well. If I can hit him before the hammerhead wears out, I win. I win! That is the end of the game, sir. That was a photo finish. The medallion is mine. Doesn't look very happy, though. Oh, there we go. What, Heather, you're gonna take that too? Huh? Yeah, I bet you... Too bad, it's mine. You can't have it. Oh, she's finally giving it up. It's about time. You know how hard I worked all throughout this crap? What was the point of all this? I'm confused. I mean, my personal goal was to get that medallion, but Headdy, he was probably just trying to get into Heather's pants. And so, all the townsfolk rose from their graves and began to hunt down Dynamite Headdy for doing this to them. Somehow it was his fault because he decided to ignore them during the tutorial level. His insistence to get nowhere near them is what did him in. But that's okay. Heather goes back to the floating city, where women are allowed to vote, while Headdy and his 3 strange companions stay on the ground. I have a guilty confession to make. This is the first time I've ever beaten this game. Never before in the history of my life have I actually completed the game before. So I'm very proud of myself. You can applaud me if you want. I mean, you don't have to. It'd be nice. I won't hold it against you if you don't. That's all I'm saying. I feel a sense of accomplishment because, I mean, okay, I did kind of use save states to get through this, but on my Virtual Console version of the game, I did make it to the final boss without using save states. I did it the old-fashioned way. I just didn't actually beat him until now, so that's fine. I still feel accomplished. It's a bright day in history for Pale Voyager. So yeah, apparently this entire game was just an elaborate play. A theater production. Or was it a real adventure and their world just happens to be a stage? I don't really understand. Either one's fine with me. That castle in the background looks ominous. Whoa, what was that? It's Mr. Pooks! And on that day, Mr. Pooks' body grew 15 times the size. Those were not the townsfolk. I saw the townsfolk. The wee spike. That's good. Really? Okay, that was a good one. I'm happy with that. Great. Some of these enemies have amazing names. Like the Yellow Baron. That is extremely clever. Like the movie references for the different scenes, that's pretty clever too. These guys! These guys! Get off the screen. Thank you. Anyway, where was I? Right. The movie references. Very clever. Some of them less clever than others, but very clever, nonetheless. It was good. I can't even read some of these names. The font is a little bit weird. So yeah, this was Let's Play Dynamite Headdy. We're gonna wait until the end of the credits because if you'll remember, there were numbers that we had to keep in mind, and there is a use for those. There is a reward for all my toil and trouble, for all the therapy sessions I had to attend because of this. Basketball. I'm never gonna play sports again, ever, and I'm certainly not gonna do it while wearing a Statue of Liberty type hat. You can bet on that. The happy campers! They never made it home. They never made it home. Headdy's a gangster, man. He doesn't even care. He'll cap you. He'll steal your bling. He's all about it. He's bout it. I don't really know what that means, but you can be sure that it's true. Balloon Kelly. Really? Balloon Kelly. Armadillo is more, like, appropriate than Balloon Kelly. Like, where's the Kelly? They're snowmen! That's okay. This is all in a day's work for Headdy. So you may not know it, but in the time that I beat the boss, Mr. Pooks actually got a medical degree. Can you believe that? He's no longer Mr. Pooks, he's Dr. Pooks, MD. I'm very proud of him. Oh, that's a penguin. I thought it was a harp seal. Okay, nobody panic. I made a mistake. Anyway, the whole thing about Mr. Pooks, I'm very awesome. And he's very awesome. We're both awesome. Speaking of awesome, I'd like to know how long Headdy and Mr. Pooks, sorry, Dr. Pooks, have had a relationship. It seems to go on longer than the beginning of this game, back before time began. They may have even been lovers at one point. That would explain Mr. Pooks' constant need to grab Headdy. I'll just let you stew on that one for a little while. Dr. Pooks having to follow Headdy around throughout this entire adventure with unrequited love, boiling in his pot of a heart. He has a pot for a heart. That was the most insane boss ever. I stand corrected. I actually forgot about this guy. If any of you haven't played this game, don't let the fact that I Let's Played this stop you. I mean, I know it would probably send anyone away from wanting to play this, but really, please, play this game. It's great. You can get it on your Wii's Virtual Console. which is really good. There's a Sega Ultimate Collection that's coming out soon for the PS3, I believe, and you can Dynamite Headdy comes on that as well. So by all means, this game is available. Not that I'm condoning it, even though I did it myself. You can also just get a ROM and play that. This game is tons of fun. You should play it. If you don't, you're wrong. Dark demon. You weren't so tough, holding your ball in one hand. It's Dr. Pooks! Yeah, Trouble Brewin. I almost kind of forgot that was his name. A very clever play on words, because Bruin means bear, and he is a bear. Alright, so what's probably going to happen is I'm going to have to just record this entire thing and dissect it into manageable portions.